Yo, what is up guys, DukeOfDC here. Real quick, if you are watching this video, hit that subscribe button if you've been enjoying a lot of the content recently. As you can see, I'm out here on the beautiful Honda Africa Twin, and I just wanted to remind you all that that button lets me know that I'm doing something right. It is really special to me. It might not mean a lot to you, but yeah. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Yo, what is up guys, DukeOfDC here, and welcome to another video. We are here at Fredericksburg Motorsports in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And as always, this video is brought to you by Rollick. Rollick is a company connecting consumers like you and me to a network of certified dealers like Fredericksburg Motorsports to provide the most transparent buying experience when it comes to ATVs, side-by-sides, RVs, scooters, and of course, motorcycles. And today we are out on the glorious 2017 Honda Africa Twin DCT. Now, my man Mikey D here has been genuinely one of the nicest people I have ever met at a dealership. I'm so excited to take this bike out for a spin, and it's service like that that sets dealerships apart. Ooh, it sounds really good. Wow, this is sporty as can be. Blur around you. Okay, ladies and germs, real quickly, while we have a second here, I park in the shadows so that I can do a walk around. I just want to show you guys all the cool angles of this motorcycle, because of all the bikes I've ridden, I'd say that this is one that looks amazing at like every turn. I mean, look at it. From every single angle, it's got this beautiful kind of aggressive touring adventure styling to it. In very DukeOfDC fashion, I am completely and utterly lost. I have 0.0 I don't know where I am. Oh my god, there's a spider on my nose. These are some absolutely gorgeous roads out here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I mean, look at this. Now, let me give you a brief history lesson on the CRF 1000L. This motorcycle was released in late 2015 as a 2016 model, and it is not the first Honda Africa Twin the world has seen. No, no. That one came as a 650 Twin in 1988, and it was a, let's call them cult classics. Now, the reason I say that is because it was only produced for a year, and yet a ton of people were like, Honda, what the hell? We want this bike. Why are you taking it away? And then in 2000, they brought this motorcycle back as a 750 Twin. And again, people said, thank you so much, we want more. Getting their ish together brings us this, the CRF 1000L Parallel Twin, 94 horsepower, 76 pound-feet of torque, and a very beautiful homage to the 1980s Africa Twin that stole our hearts years before I was born. You can see this seat here. Now, I'm not certain if this is the low seat or the factory seat that's 34.5 inches. You got these beautiful bars on the back here for pillion to hang on to, or you can strap on some pannier as a top rack and be good to go. I mean, you've got pannier inserts right there. You got the Parallel Twin down here. It's a really beautiful bike. It is. No, but seriously, the Africa Twin, it has been around for a bit, and it's certainly been something that people have been asking for. And I think that Honda's done a really brilliant thing here, because the Africa Twin fills two different voids or gaps in the Honda market. The first one is that it brings back this nostalgic motorcycle. So it's got a lot of people who have been tracking this kind of bike for maybe over 30 years, right? And then, on the other hand, this was a bike that was most certainly put into production because of things like the BMW GS Adventure, the Triumph Tiger Explorer, the Ducati Multistrada, the KTM Super Adventure, all of these massive 1000cc plus super adventure bikes. Well, Honda wanted to come out with their own motorcycle that was much more adventure and off-road focused than those bikes. So we have a lower curb weight here of 526 pounds. Now, interestingly enough, this motorcycle produces a little bit more horsepower than a lot of the 700cc and mid-weight adventure bikes that manufacturers are starting to put out, because they're realizing that people who are buying adventure bikes are actually starting to take them off-road. And at 600 pounds, I'm certainly not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying it definitely doesn't make things easier. Now, all of this comes in at 13 and some change, which, let's be honest, when you're looking at things like a GS Adventure at $20,000 plus, this is a steal. You could reinvest all of that money into whatever types of aftermarket gear you would want, whether it be for the rider or for the bike. And, well, it does need a few things. Now, one thing you guys probably have noticed here is that, well, I haven't shifted, and that's because this is a dual clutch transmission. It's something that Honda has implemented in the Africa Twin, as well as a few other of their motorcycles, the Honda Goldwing being one that I have ridden in the past. The DCT on this motorcycle is pretty darn intuitive. I've used it now for a little bit, and I do really enjoy it. I will say without a shadow of a doubt that I would prefer this bike in a 6-speed manual transmission, but if for any particular reason you prefer DCT, or you have some sort of restriction in your riding that doesn't allow you to use your left foot, this would be a really amazing way to stay on two wheels, continue your passion, and have probably 95% the same experience. Now, there's a couple different ways to use the DCT here. So as you can see down in this instrument cluster, I am in S or Sport mode, so the shifts are going to get held longer. The throttle response is going to be a bit more aggressive. There are 2 other modes for this that I could be in, and all that does is change the shift points and, again, the aggression of the motorcycle. You can throw it in neutral. You can also throw it in manual mode. So if I click this button, now I'm in manual. There's a minus and plus here, so I go minus. Very quick downshift to 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th. It is a very, very, very quick system. I mean, I do think that they've done a great job of implementing this, and then you just click the manual button again and it throws you back into the automatic mode that you were in originally. All good things, baby boy. Now, there are a couple things that the Honda Africa Twin is missing right out of the box. 1, no cruise control. 2, no heated grips. 3, no center stand. 4, low tank range. We've got a less than 200-mile range on what is supposed to be touted as a class-leading adventure bike. I do have a bit of a problem with that. And 5, is that 5? Maybe 5. The windscreen. Windscreen is non-adjustable, and to be completely honest, although it is protecting my chest, it is sending buffeting directly to my helmet in a violent manner. It needs a center stand, though. It blows my mind that an adventure bike, a 1000cc class-leading Honda adventure bike, does not have a center stand. Come on, guys. It's a really, really fun bike, and this non-adjustable windscreen hurts me. It hurts my feelings. It does. That being said, those are just gripes, things that I really enjoy. This power, the sound from the parallel twin is absolutely gorgeous. I think the styling on this motorcycle is killing it. I love the 9.1 inches of travel in the front and the 8.9 inches in the rear. This is truly and honestly a motorcycle for off-road adventure riding. With the fully adjustable suspension, you have a lot of options here. No, none of it is on the fly, none of it is electronic, but at the end of the day, I don't know if you need all that. You know, you've got ABS that you can turn off in the rear wheel with this button right here, as well as multiple traction control settings that you can toggle with your left index finger from that button right over there. This is a really, really fun motorcycle. I mean, that's just it too, is now that I've ridden, you know, 30, 40, 50 bikes, God, I don't even know how many motorcycles I've been on. One thing that I can say is there are motorcycles that you're just not going to have a good time riding. You're going to be so cramped up and uncomfortable that it doesn't matter that the engine is sublime, the power delivery is going to, like, you know, change your outlook on life and existentialism. No, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you get off it, you're sweating, you're hunched over and cramped up, and you feel terrible. But on the Africa Twin, I have all that power that I love from a parallel twin that makes a beautiful engine note. I'm sitting incredibly comfortably. I have a 34.5-inch seat height as standard and a 33.5-inch seat height with the low seat option. So even at 5 foot 9 inches, my 30-inch inseam can get down and do pretty well. Now, that being said, in off-road riding conditions, a lot of this changes. You know, you don't have the firm footing that you might have in this situation, so you are going to need this bike to be as low as it possibly can be if you have a low inseam. You got beautiful 21-inch front tire, 18-inch rear, so it is very, very off-road focused. As you can see, I've got the ABS disc in there, so this has ABS, fully adjustable Showa big piston fork, Nissan calipers. All right, let's hop back on Kings Highway here, take this thing out for a spinski, a spinarooski, dooskies. Dude, this thing will frickin' haul, man. It will frickin' haul. It sounds so good. It looks so good. I'm a huge fan. And at a relatively low cost in comparison to its, you know, European rivals, this is a fantastic example of what an adventure bike should be. I personally, if this was a 6-speed manual transmission, would probably think this was one of the best adventure bikes I'd ever ridden. It's not that I don't like the DCT, it's just that I would prefer a 6-speed. It's my personal preference. It really is. This would be a fantastic time for cruise control. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the things that the Honda's missing are very luxurious first world items that you don't need on a motorcycle, but in a lot of situations you might want them. Like in the winter or fall riding, because this is an adventure bike, it kind of almost in your head plays around with how long your riding season is. Like on a super sport bike, you only ride maybe on the best days of the year. I don't know, and that's just generalized statement. I know there's a lot of people who ride Ducati Panigales on courses well into November and December in this area, so that's fine. But generally speaking, you would put that bike away sooner than you would put something like this away. This almost reminds me of the Ducati Multistrada Pikes Peak Edition and the color scheme that is on that. All right, guys, we are heading back to Fredericksburg Motorsports here, and I just want to say huge thank you and shout out to Mikey D over there. If you are in the Fredericksburg area and you're looking for a Honda Africa Twin or any number of other power sport items, hit them up. And if you are not from Fredericksburg, go to that first link in the description for GoRollick.com and see if you can't find a motorcycle in your area. We are trying to provide the most transparent buying experience for all sorts of different power sport items. As always, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below, and I will see you on the next one.